Hey there. Okay, so this is my first week on YouTube. I have completed an entire week, and already it sent me into an identity spiral. The truth is, I knew it would. I really, that this is the main reason that I kept putting it off. I kept thinking, if I can just get really clear on who I am and what I'm about and what I want to do with this channel, then I could be ready to start. Well, the truth is do we ever really know? Do we ever know who we are and what we're all about? I spent so long trying to nail that down before doing so many things. And I'm in my era of do it messy, do it anyway. And it's exciting. It's also scary. So honestly, I started this channel with the intention of just growing something. I had started to feel a longing. I've been in the coaching world for so long. I've worked in marketing, I have done freelance work. And the thing I really was starting to get to grow tired of is the constant need to paint ourselves as an expert who has it figured out. And I don't know if I'm ever going to be the person that has it figured out. I am always going to be the person that is seeking and exploring and sharing insights and getting lessons out of every little thing that I go through. And so, even just the first few videos that I posted don't feel in alignment anymore. I'm going to keep them there because, it signifies the ever evolving process. But as I started to unpack the fact that even in those videos, I was trying to show up as though I had something to teach. Some things that went well. I published 4 videos. One was a welcome video, a welcome and what this channel is all about. The second one was a love your body hypnosis. And the third was a message about burnout and manifestation and how exhaustion can keep us from being in the vibration of what we're wanting to create. And then the final one was a story about my relationship with food. So overall, I'm really proud. Getting the videos out proved to be something that was more exciting than I anticipated. And while I don't feel completely, actually, none of them are really out of alignment. I just realized that where I was trying to come from was not exactly what I was trying to get at. I was moving into teaching mode and so I had to take a step back and do some journaling and figure out like where was I wanting to come from for this. So as this midweek feeling began to emerge, I realized what was going wrong. I've spent so many years in the coaching world, in the marketing world, where you think that value comes from knowing what you're talking about, knowing that you can bring someone from point A to point B. And yet my journey has been anything but linear. And while I've picked up a ton of skills along the way, and I practice hypnosis with clients, which I love it so much, and it can be transformational, I also just feel that the healing journey and the growing journey are not from point A to point B. They are a whole winding path. And that's what I wanted this channel to talk about. I wanted to share stories from the messy middle of, trying to figure it out, of trying to grow or trying to create something that we really want to create and not always knowing if we're going to get there. So I made a quiet pivot, not in the content I'm sharing or the topics that I want to talk about so much as the energy that I'm coming from. I realize that if I'm going to feel uncomfortable because I'm trying to sound further along than I am, then it's not the topic for me. It's not the way I want to share a story. And in order to do so with my authenticity, I have to do so messy. And if I feel like I need to be further along, then I would never start this channel, because I'm always going to feel like I am on the journey, not at the end of it. I am excited to be here to share my lived experience, not my expertise. I'm excited to go on a journey to be a creator in the world of a life that I am so excited to be living, and to share the insights that I get along the way. Some of the logistics of how I've started to grow. So I've got 23 subscribers at the moment. My first 19 came from me sharing on my Facebook, sharing on my Instagram, individually text messaging friends and my children to sign up or to subscribe. And then my first 2 videos I edited myself. My second 2, I had known someone that was an editor, and so I paid him to edit them because I was so scared of the editing process. I had a dialogue that said, I'm not that creative, I don't know what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. But then I started to watch a few kind of like easy little CapCut tutorials. So as far as my goals next week, I am excited to play around with editing myself and see how that goes, and, see if it's really as intimidating as I was making it out to be. I also was really excited to share about my monetization journey, because I found so many channels that were doing just this, and it was honestly the best thing, the thing I needed to get a kick in my butt to get started. And one of such channels that really motivated me was Maggie McCormick, who I had found in late January, I think possibly just before she became monetized. And I remember seeing a post, I want to say in mid-February, and when I first found her, she had 3 point something thousand subscribers, and she had only started in August. And I was blown away and so excited. And I was like, oh my gosh, maybe I should do this. I really kind of want to do it. And then I saw a post one day on her YouTube. Honestly, I didn't know YouTube had posts. Anyway, I saw she did a post where she was sharing how blown away she was because a video of hers had gone viral. And in the time of, at this moment, I think she's at 165,000 subscribers. She blew up so fast. And I would say that's the first post I've really even noticed on YouTube. And I believe genuinely that this was the universe pushing me to do the thing that I'd been wanting to do for so long, that I was so scared to do, and saying, go for it. It could be worth it. And so thank you, Maggie, for just being such an inspirational journey to watch. And all the creators that I've been able to enjoy watching the monetization journey. And that's why I wanted to create one of my own. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over and show you some of the stats that I have had over the course of this week.
Okay, so I'm going to show you my stats here. So first, let's see. Okay, so here's my dashboard. You can see I've got, excuse me, 23 subscribers. That is in total. So I'm going to go to analytics. So I posted my first video last Tuesday. So it was in the afternoon, so I didn't get credit for all of week 1 on the first day, but that's okay. Let me see if I can change this date. So would it be last 7 days? Custom. Okay. Yeah, so I guess that's what I had on there. Okay, so I got 912 views, 10.5 watch time hours, and 18 subscribers. The reason I have 23 is because I had set up my channel put a description on and shared with my friends maybe a month or two before I actually posted videos. So, sweet, sweet friends went ahead and subscribed prior to this actually getting started. I was putting, so these videos here, I had taken one of my videos and put it into video.ai, vidyo.ai, to have it create shorts automatically. And then I wanted to do the same thing with my video that was healing my relationship with food. But to be honest, I watched that video. It was not engaging. I didn't want to delete the video, but I did want to find a better way to send people to it that was, more interesting. So I ended up just scripting out a few reels and recorded those and linked them to it. So shorts I was finding seem to be getting me a pretty decent amount of views. So I'm gonna plan on using that moving forward. I just need to figure out how to be a little more interesting in my videos, be a little more engaging, and let my personality shine through. Anyway, and then I guess I will take a look at content here. I don't know if there's anything I need to share. These are the 4 videos I uploaded. Not a crazy amount of views, but I am feeling so good. What was super exciting is that I stopped sharing and asking all my friends to sign up, and my kids and, everybody, when I saw a video from Rob the Maritimer, and he was saying, don't send your YouTube channel to all your friends and family. And he was explaining how that could hurt the algorithm because the algorithm is going to do its job, which is honestly such a breath of fresh air after trying to figure out what I am missing when it comes to Facebook and Instagram for so long. The idea that the algorithm wants to show your stuff without you having to drive people there, drive people there, drive people there. It just feels so exciting, so liberating. Like I really get to grow this platform just based on being here and trying to work on great content. Sign me up. So I'm excited to share that. And thank you so much for watching.
So if you've ever found yourself embarking on a journey, so excited and looking to step into a new chapter of your life, and then you find that you are bringing an old version of you forward, just know it's okay and you're not alone. And part of the unlearning is part of the creative process. So I hope that you will subscribe, and I will be doing these videos each week along my own monetization journey. And I just can't wait to share not only the numbers and the stats and the views and that stuff, but the shifts and the confidence that happens and all of those things. I feel like they all paint the picture of the full story of just how transformative it can be to show up in the world and be willing to be seen. Thanks so much. Comment below if you've got a channel.